Welcome back to Better Living. I'm here with Nolan Baker and Mark Claire. They are the retirement guys. They have the book, The Best Retirement Ever. That's how I'm supposed to say it, right?
That's right.
That's what I want. That is what I want. The best retirement ever. I'd like to start it right now, too, if I could.
Well, let's
no
get
problem,
started.
right?
Hey, yeah, no problem.
So you guys can tell me how to do that. You guys talk about ideas of taking control of your own situation, which is what people need to do. It's what everybody wants to do, but they really don't know how. So how important is it to do that?
It's so important, really, to take control of your own situation, and really the way to do that is to have a plan. We call it the retirement game plan. I'm kind of a sports fan, so I like sports analogies, but really, you know, we have this game plan that we work with people on, and if you think about it, things just, as the saying goes, things ain't like they used to be.
So true.
So you can't really count on things that you used to. Working for one company your entire career, retiring with a pension, Social Security, who knows where that's going to go. So we just want to help folks take control of their own situation, and you just never know what's going to happen. So the retirement game plan is the way to do it.
So if somebody's going to create that game plan for retirement, where do they begin?
I really think, you know, we break it down into kind of 4 crucial questions that they take a look at. So one, do I have a written retirement income plan? Take a look at, are you protected, say, from the next big stock market crash? Things like, are your heirs going to be protected from maybe taxes or some type of blow-up that could happen in the future? And ultimately, really taking a look at, will I outlive my money? And that's obviously a big concern for a lot of people that want to have the best retirement ever.
Absolutely, and we kind of live longer now, which is a good thing, but sometimes that kind of hurts us in the whole retirement planning. So let's talk a little bit about those questions. There are 4 questions you said. First of all, what are the other 2 questions?
Well, there's 4 total. The 4 were, do I have a written retirement income plan? So it's important for folks to not only know where their income is coming from, but have a written plan so they know specifically. Secondly, you know, am I protected from the next stock market decline? Nolan really handles a lot of the stuff we do with investments and your money, and maybe Nolan could comment a little bit on that, you know, what we're doing as far as helping people in that regard.
Yeah, so if you look at your income plan, you know, obviously all roads lead towards income and retirement.
Sure.
And one of the things that you need to do is kind of take a look at the sources of what's called reliable versus variable income. So reliable income sources are the pensions, the Social Securities, say annuity income, and then variable is going to be like your stock market investments. So what we want to do is try to make sure enough money is positioned that people are comfortable to be able to live off of the income, you know, that they get from both those reliable and variable sources. Part of the challenge is about protecting yourself from the next big stock market crash is a lot of times you don't want to allow your retirement to be subject to what I would call the lottery of the returns of the stock market. You know, I think over time, I think we all would agree that the market should grow, but it's just what happens in the short term. So like in the last big crash that we had in 2008, somebody who retired right before that and unfortunately was exposed to too much risk, that really can blow up their retirement in a pretty big hurry.
I remember that in 2008, and I remember thinking how fortunate I was that I wasn't near retirement at that point, because
imagine how that would be if you're just approaching retirement, about to retire, the stock market crashes, you've got all these big plans, you know, and then all of a sudden you realize, I've got to continue working. What am I going to do? How are we going to get through this? So yeah, it's really an important thing to really take control and make sure that you're protecting yourself from that.
Absolutely, because it was super scary. We went through a time where I would not let my husband open up his 401k when it came in the mail. I was like, you cannot look because you will be unbearable for the rest of the day. Let's talk about that question number 3. You briefly mentioned it. Are my heirs protected from the income tax bomb when they inherit from my retirement accounts? We all worry about our children.
Right, exactly. I mean, our process is manage your money, protect your assets, efficiently plan your estate. And so that would be the estate part. And one of the things I think that people don't think about when they're thinking about passing on assets is the biggest or the second biggest asset that they own, and it's usually their retirement account, IRA, 401k. So what they haven't considered is the income tax on that account typically has never been paid. And when you pass it on to the next generation, then the big bomb goes off and they have to deal with all the taxes. So we do some special planning for that. There's some special trusts that I do as an attorney that we can do if the situation is right for that, but it's really just something you can take a look at if you're concerned about that.
And then there's that crucial question number 4. Is that the biggest concern you guys get when people come in to see you?
I think so. I mean, when people come in to see us, we say, what's your biggest concern? And 9 times out of 10, it's, I want to have enough. I don't want to outlive my money. And so there's just different things that may cause that to happen. It could be a stock market crash. It could be a long-term health care crisis and a nursing home spend down, or just having enough to live the lifestyle I want. So that's really the focus. Do I have enough? I don't want to outlive my money.
So how can people get in contact with you guys? How can we find out more about the best retirement ever?
I think, one of the great ways to kind of get started on the best retirement ever is obviously they can get a hold of us. We can sit down and take a look at it. They can reach us on the website, our website address, retirementguysnetwork.com. They can also call the office at 419-842-0550. The other thing, when somebody gets together with us, one of the things that we do is we oftentimes will start by kind of mapping out a financial inventory. So kind of getting a picture of where you're at, and then we develop a game plan from there.
All right. Well, if you're ready to develop that game plan, these are the guys to do it, the Retirement Guys, because we all want the best retirement ever. And I want to start mine tomorrow. I'll see if that happens or not. We'll be right back on Better Living.